Thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe to the channel, leave your like and your comments. 2020-21, most goals scored by a club and most appearances for Barcelona. On September 27, 2020, for the first game of the season, Messi scored a goal from the penalty spot in a 4-0 home win against Villarreal for the La Liga debut. 2 days before the match, he had again criticized the club, this time for the way Luis Suarez left, stating, "At this point nothing surprises me anymore." On October 20, Messi scored a penalty and provided an assist for the fifth goal in a 5-1 home win against Ferencváros in the Champions League opener, becoming the first player in history to score in 16 consecutive seasons in the Champions League. On November 25, Leo was one of 11 nominees for the World Player of the Year award at the Best FIFA Football Awards 2020, later being selected as one of the 3 finalists. On November 29, Messi scored his club's fourth goal, in a 4-0 home win over Osasuna. After scoring, he paid tribute to compatriot Diego Maradona, who had died 4 days earlier, by revealing a shirt from one of his Newell's Old Boys clubs and raising both hands to the sky. The shirt had the number 10 and was a replica of the one Maradona wore during his time at the club in 1993. On December 17, Messi was third in the FIFA World Player of the Year award, behind Cristiano Ronaldo and Robert Lewandowski, with the latter winning the award, and was included in the FIFA squad, called the World 11, for the 14th consecutive year. On December 23, Messi scored his 644th goal for Barcelona against Real Valladolid, away from home, in La Liga and surpassed Pelé's record for Santos as the player who scored the most goals for a single club, counting only official goals. Pelé himself congratulated him on social media, saying, "Just like you, I know what it's like to love wearing the same shirt every day. Just like you, I know that there's nothing better than the place where we are. Feel at home. Congratulations on your all-time record, Lionel. But most of all, congratulations on your beautiful career at Barcelona." To celebrate his achievement, Budweiser sent personalized beer bottles to all the goalkeepers Messi scored against. On January 17, 2021, he was sent off for the first time in his career in a Barcelona shirt for violent conduct, hitting Asier Villalobera in the head, initially unnoticed by the referee but reviewed via VAR, in the final minutes of extra time in the Champions League final. 2020-21 Spanish Super Cup, in which Barca lost 3-2 to Athletic Bilbao. On February 21, he broke Xavi's record for most matches played in La Liga, with his 506th appearance against Cadiz, in which he scored a penalty in the 1-1 home draw. On March 10, Messi scored a goal 32 meters from goal and later had a penalty saved in a 1-1 draw against Paris Saint-Germain at Parc des Princes, for the second round of the last 16 of the league. Champions League, with Barcelona being knocked out at this stage for the first time in 14 years by an aggregate score of 5-2, having lost 4-1 at home on February 16. On March 15, against Huesca, at home, in La Liga, Leo equaled Xavi's record of most games played for Barcelona, scoring 2 goals in the game which was won by the Gules 4-1. The record was broken in the following round, on March 21, in a 6-1 victory, away from home, against Real Sociedad, where the player completed 768 appearances for the club, scoring 2 goals. Departure from Barcelona. On August 5, 2021, Barcelona announced in an official statement that the player would not continue at the club. In all, Messi played for 17 seasons and scored 672 goals in 778 games. Paris Saint-Germain. After more than a week of speculation, Messi was officially announced by PSG on the 10th of August. The Argentine signed a contract until the end of 2023, with an option to renew for another season. "I don't leave behind everything I experienced in Barcelona, everything doesn't disappear from one day to the next. But I'm very happy to be here, to start this new stage. And I thank my family for being with me. My week was one of ups and downs, many feelings. We were assimilating this as much as possible. In his first season, Messi took a while to adapt to PSG. Thus scoring just 9 goals, the lowest number since his first seasons as a professional player, in 2005-2006. With 13 assists, he added 22 direct participations in goals, his worst performance in 14 years. He did not get the dream Champions League title, he stopped in the round of 16, however he managed to win the French Championship. 2022-23. On January 14, 2023, Messi was one of those announced by FIFA as a competitor for the Best Player in the World award, the Best 2022. FIFA announced on February 10, 2023, the 3 finalists for the Best 2023 award, with Messi among them. The winner will be revealed on February 27, when the trophy will be handed over. Argentina National Team. 2005, Beginnings and Under-20 Highlights. In 2005, after the first article about Messi in El Gráfico magazine and his highlight in Barcelona's first team, he was immediately summoned to be the star of the Argentina Under-20 national team in the World Cup, and thus, to put an end to Spain's intentions once and for all. To naturalize it. At the 2005 FIFA U20 World Cup held in the Netherlands, he commanded his team well in the first round, scoring a goal against Egypt and playing well against heavyweight teams like the United States and Germany, great candidates for the title. In the finals, he amazed the world with his decisive performances, beautiful dribbling and movement on the field, in addition to the beautiful goals scored. On June 22, in the round of 16, in a game against Colombia, he was decisive when he scored the equalizing goal, which soon after, resulted in a 2-1 turnaround in classification. 3 days later, against Spain, the national team that wanted him, he scored one of 3 goals in the 3-1 victory. The other 2 were scored by Oberman and Zabaleta. In the semi-finals, he participated in a game considered to be one of the most exciting in the championship. In his first classic against Brazil, he scored a goal in the 7th minute, ending at 2-1 and guaranteeing qualification for the grand final against Nigeria, where he scored 2 goals and secured the Argentine title. At the end of the championship, he was not only elected the best player in the final, but also the winner of the Golden Ball, equivalent to the best player of the tournament, and also the Golden Boot, given to the top scorer. At that time, he was already playing his first official matches in the Argentina senior national team. 2006, World Cup in Germany. After being an important player in winning the 2005-06 UEFA Champions League with Barcelona alongside Ronaldinho, the Argentine fan began to charge coach José Pekerman for the 2006 FIFA World Cup, held in Germany. Against Côte d'Ivoire, he spent the game on the bench and watched the 2-1 win. His first game in a World Cup came in the next game of the group stage, against Serbia and Montenegro, game where he made history. At 18 years and 357 days old, he became the 5th youngest player to score a goal in a FIFA World Cup, as he scored the last in the 6-0 rout that sealed qualification for the next round. The good performance put him among the starters for the big game against the Netherlands. He was on the field until halfway through the second half of the match, when he was replaced by Julio Cruz, a game that ended 0-0, but by the criterion of balance, classified Argentina in first place. In the round of 16, against Mexico, he was mostly on the bench, when he replaced Javier Saviola in the 38th minute of the second half. He participated in overtime, where he even scored a goal in the match, which ended up being cancelled by the referee. Even so, his team ended up winning by 2-1, a game that marked the classification of the quarterfinals and his 19 years completed. If it's any consolation, at least Messi made it to the cup, as his call-up was in doubt until the eve of the final call-up deadline in May. On the eve of the game against Germany, he ended up losing space and being on the bench. In that duel, his team ended up being eliminated on penalties and being outside the group of the 4 best placed. 2007, Copa America in Venezuela. The following year, he was at his best with the national team, scoring 6 goals and 3 assists in 13 games played. Wearing the number 18 shirt, he made beautiful appearances in the 4-1 wins over the United States, 4-2 against Colombia, and another 1-0 against Paraguay, which placed them as big favorites for the title. Messi, however, ended up going blank in the first phase, promising a better performance in the next phase. On July 8, he scored his first goal in a Copa America game, against Peru, guaranteeing a place in the semi-finals of the tournament. 3 days later, on July 11, he made his best appearance of the tournament, scoring a goal against Mexico in a 3-0 victory. However, in the final, against Brazil, ended up being defeated by 3-0 and finishing the tournament as vice-champion and 2 goals scored in 6 games played. For the remainder of the year, he delivered an improved performance, scoring 11 more goals and ending the year 1 foot short of the Beijing Olympics. Thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe to the channel, leave your like and your comments.